2102 Reclamation Day, Vault 76. The good news, the vault door's opening with the primary goal of letting all of us dwellers out there to repopulate and civilize the hills of the West Virginian wasteland. The bad news, I woke up late, hungover, alone, and covered in my own piss, with nothing except for a note from my wife Annie saying that she had left without me. But before we get any further into that note, you're probably wondering who I am. The name is Willie Stinkbait, Detective Willie Stinkbait from Ohio. How I got here in this vault with my wife Annie, I don't really know, to be honest. But to get to know who I am, we gotta go back many years to Zanesville, Ohio. The residents of Zanesville, they were just enjoying a nice normal day, when all of a sudden, some of them looked out their windows. They began to see lions and tigers, bears, wolves, leopards, you name it, just running around all wild outside. They didn't know what to do, so they called the police, dialed 911. Mamas were yelling at the boys, "Get on in here before that monkey rips your little pecker off." Zanesville, they didn't know what to do. They couldn't just let all these wild zoo animals run all over the city like a scene from Jumanji. So the local law enforcement decided it best to hunt and kill most of those beautiful animals. And no, I wasn't part of that whole ordeal. Within a few weeks of that incident happening, something happened to me that was very, very similar. Although it wasn't a zoo or a farm of these exotic animals, it was more like a school for the mentally retarded children. And to be honest, I was quite confused about what the school had called me and asked me to do, and I still had Zanesville on my mind. So I pull up to the school in my cruiser, and that's when I noticed at least 3 dozen of these little retarded kids just running all around, foaming out the mouths, charging at me, yelling, screaming. I got scared. I didn't know what to do. I had Zanesville on my mind still. And a long story short, we got about 36 dead retarded kids and Detective Willie Stinkbait being forever banished from the state of Ohio. So soon after, me and my wife Annie, we crossed the river into West Virginia. And what happened next, I don't know. Mine and Annie's memories are gone. But the next thing we knew, we woke up inside this Vault 76 in West Virginia, and that's where we've been for as many years as I can remember. Funny note though, I did eventually find out why the school had asked me to come there that day. They wanted me to speak about gun safety. But as for what's going on now, I'm going out there into West Virginia, beyond the walls of this vault, and I'm finding Annie. And I'm winning her back. And if I need to help anyone out along the way, then so be it, I'll help them. If I come across a wastelander who's hungry, well then I'm gonna give him a bite to eat. If I come across a wastelander who needs some medicine, then get up and get on your goddamn feet, cause we're going to the pharmacy. And if I come across someone who needs a pair of gloves, then goddamn it, I'll drop a pair of gloves like my name was Mark Furman. Now back to that letter that my wife Annie left me. Dear Willie, since you went against my wishes and promises and prayers last night by deciding to play Edward 40 hands with 2 Four Locos, then proceeding to pass out and piss yourself, I've decided to leave early without you. Love, Annie. So that's all I have to go off of, and that's my story. All I know is I'm going out there and I'm getting my baby back. I'm gonna find my sweet Annie. So one thing's for sure, Detective Willie Stinkbait is ready for the wasteland. But the real question is the wasteland ready for Detective Willie Stinkbait? Well, alright.